Carmen Roman takes pride in being a regular voter and an Obama supporter, but she's worried she'll have to sit out the next election. A new law in her home state of Pennsylvania requires a photo ID with an expiration date, something she can't get until she replaces a lost birth certificate from the U.S. territory of Puerto Rico. So far, that's proved impossible.
Give me this, give me that. I wait 2 weeks, I wait a month, I wait years, and it's still the same. I don't get nothing.
Did George Washington have a voter ID card?
Opponents of the new law say it could prevent hundreds of thousands of people from voting, primarily the elderly, minorities, and the poor, who are less likely to have the necessary paperwork or the means to get an ID, and more likely to vote Democrat.
What's at stake is everything from who's going to be dog catcher and city council member, who's going to be the mayor of the city and our state legislatures, who's going to be the governor, and indeed who will be the vice president and the president of the United States. The stakes are extremely high.
Republicans who hold power in the state back the law. They say it's necessary to prevent fraud at the polling booth, though they admit there's no evidence of that in previous elections. State officials defend the move.
I think a photo ID has become so much a part of life in the 21st century. You have to show photo ID for everything.
The American Civil Liberties Union has filed a lawsuit in Pennsylvania and 4 other states which have enacted similar laws. What happens in Pennsylvania, however, could have national implications. President Obama almost certainly needs to win the state to be reelected, something the state's Republican majority leader seemed to acknowledge when he added the voter ID law to his party's list of accomplishments.
Voter ID, which is going to allow Governor Romney to win the state of Pennsylvania. Done.
Meanwhile, the state says it will do its best to help voters like Carmen obtain the proper ID.
I wish I could do something about it and do it fast, because I would like to vote.
Ultimately, whether she and others like her make it to the polls may be decided in court. Kristen, Saloomey, Al Jazeera.